Empress Palpatine, sexiest in the galaxy.
Excuse me.
What did you say? Mind if I play with your lightsaber? Yeah. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that made, but we are two worlds apart, can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that made. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that made.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
How can you resist me, Palpatine, temptress of the dark side?
Don't you want me? You know I can't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. You think you've changed your mind? You better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh.
As I said before, I'll decline. You're not quite my type, Palpatine. Come on, big boy. Show me what you got.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I may or should I go? If you may that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you gotta let me know. Should I may or should I go?
See. Oh.
That's enough. Stop this now.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Ah!
So, you're telling me that I'm not dead?
Precisely.
And nor are you?
Indeed.
Even though I saw you being murdered by the Nam Squad 3 years ago. What's been going on since then?
I've been exploring the multiverse, Captain. Think of the universe like a bubble on the water. The bubble may contain all sorts of things, but it's not the only bubble around. The water is the multiverse, and it has lots of bubbles floating around, and sometimes those bubbles touch each other. The bubbles are still their own, but if they touch each other for too long, two bubbles can become one. Does that make sense?
No, it's complete nonsense.
Okay, look. The universe is like a person. The multiverse is like several people together. Sometimes the people are far away from each other, but other times they become very close. In extreme cases, people can end up sewn together, arse to mouth, and universes are much the same. If you sew several people together, you can create a centipede, and if you sew several universes together,
you end up with the multiverse?
This was a bad analogy. Okay, think of yourself as a slice of cake, and the universe as a whole cake. In this example, the multiverse is a cake shop, with an infinite number and variety of cakes available. Now, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Why not?
What?
If there are an infinite number of cakes available, why can't I have my cake and eat it?
You can have a cake and then eat a different cake, but once a cake has been eaten in its entirety, you don't have it anymore.
Ah, but cake is a food, is it not? The whole point of having cake is to eat it. Otherwise, what is it for? Who would ever want to possess a cake if there was no prospect of eating it eventually?
I see what you're saying. But the point stands. You can't eat a cake you haven't got, and the multiverse is exactly the same.
The same as what?
I'm receiving a distress signal from another universe. Come on, Oaks. I'll teleport to where we're needed.
So we're in another universe now? This is all very impressive, but the technology involved in moving us from one universe to another, it's beyond anything I've ever known. How did you discover it?
Well, in an infinite multiverse, every possibility exists somewhere. All I had to do was find a universe in which the technology already existed and take it from there.
But how did you find and travel to the universe in question before you had the teleporter?
Captain, we're here to answer a distress signal, not all of your questions. Now, from what I can gather, in this universe, the Roman Empire never quite ended. It just slowly morphed into the Italian Empire. What was once a great military power has become a soft, decadent society, obsessed with the virtues of its own food.
To be fair, I do love a good pizza.
Just as I love a good pasta. And sometimes I want both.
Who said that?
Spagwhetti, is that you? Not quite. In your universe, there are two men. Emperor Palpatine and Spagwhetti. But here, in my universe, the rule of two is the rule of one. I am Emperor Spagwhetti, and I rule this world. Can't you taste the unlimited power of my spicy meatballs?
The only thing I can taste is the toxic fumes in the air, and I'm not referring to my erstwhile detective friend. This place is a disaster zone. What happened here?
We were attacked by a bad man, strong in the dark side of the Force. A bad man, you say? What did he look like? It's difficult to say. Sometimes he was a man, and sometimes he was a sort of shape with dark edges, dark, powerful, spiky edges.
Does this mean anything to you, Fumes?
It sounds like we've got a menace on our hands. A phantom menace. Ah, Mama Dark Side.
That sounds like R.Q. to get involved.
wanted us to intervene. This Phantom Menace has.
I'm still not sure about this. I should have packed it in last year.
Look, Shrek, I'm fully aware that it's not easy being green. Nobody knows better than I do how much of a strain this responsibility can be. But we've got a job to do. We were hired as narrators, and now we've got a full movie to narrate.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Fear? Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to hunger. Hunger leads to greed. Greed leads to gluttony. Gluttony leads to bloating. Bloating leads to flatulence. Flatulence leads to suffering. Well, yes. I suppose I can't really dispute that. But that isn't the point. Our role here is to keep this story on course, and we work best as a team. We faced challenges before and come through on the other side. Just look at Yoda. At one point he was living in the bogs like some sort of stig of the swamp. And look at him now.
I still live in a swamp.
Actually, so do I. That was a pretty lousy example. Look, just have a little patience, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this without too much trouble.
Not if I have a say in the matter. Who the hell are you? I'm here because I've had enough of this. 9 years of this May the 4th bullshit, and nobody ever seems to call it out for what it is. Lazy, threadbare plots, strung together with repetitive, forced humour. I may not be able to stop it, but I'll certainly say my piece. You can call me the critic.
Have you had a haircut since our last scene together?
Yes, I went to the barber's for a trim.
Oh, it looks nice.
Thank you. Have you been up to much?
I went to see the new Doctor Strange film.
The new Doctor Who?
No, Doctor Strange.
What?
To be honest, there was a lot going on in that film. Far too few scenes of people just talking to pass the time.
Anyway, we've arrived in another universe. I wonder what's distinct about this reality.
Oh, mamma mia! Hello there! I'm a tiny hands Alphonso Spagwhetti. I'm a cooked pasta with my tiny hands. Oh no! Uh-oh, Spaghettios!
Come on, Captain Oates, let's get the fuck out of here.
Mamma mia!
Where are we now?
A universe very similar to our own. But wait, what's that over there? I am the Phantom Menace which you seek. I have been travelling the multiverse, searching for the tools I need to bring about the end of May. It can't be.
But who are you?
I am that which haunts the corners of your dreams. I am the rage and the bile and the ferocity. I am the prince and the enemy and the fallen. I am the sin and the fear and the darkness.
I am Emo Blob.
For those of you who don't recall, which is, I suppose, basically everybody, Emo Blob was a recurring villain in the long-defunct webcomic Penultimate Anti-Climax by Charles Burns.
When the webcomic died, so did the universe that hosted it. Or so we thought.
A mystery it is how Emo Blob escaped. But face him now. Fumes and Oats must.
I was born into a world of incredibly limited possibilities. It felt like my entire life was two-dimensional. And it was. I was trapped inside a derivative webcomic spawned from the diseased mind of a 14-year-old boy. And I'd been cast as the villain. That would be enough to make anybody feel sad. As if that wasn't bad enough, the webcomic's creator kept showing up within the story, taunting us. And then, it all ended. That was 15 years ago. And my hunger has only grown since then. All shall be emo. And if all are to be emo, then May must end.
And now, your end is near, and so you face the final curtain. You fools, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. Now Emo Blob is here, and endless night will eclipse the day. Submit to my dark will, for this is my May.
Oh, that's it. I've had enough of this. I told you all that I was sick and tired of narration duties, but I really can't stand the musical numbers. I'm resigning from the Trio of Green, effective immediately.
Well, I can't say I agree with your decision, Shrek, but I understand your reasoning. You'll be sorely missed.
Find a replacement, we must.
Oh, must you? If I were you, I'd take Shrek's departure as a sign and pack it in. Not only does this instalment of May the 4th lack the momentum of previous years, it's also become incredibly convoluted already. We've seen a number of variants of familiar characters, but we haven't spent enough time with any of them to find them engaging. We've introduced an incredibly obscure villain that has no meaningful connection to anything or anyone from the first movie, and there's really no sense of what this story is about or where it's supposed to be going. Let's face it, as narrators, you're barely even trying.
Do or do not. There is no try.
You're just trying to tear us down, Mr. Critic, and it's not going to work. We'll find a replacement for Shrek, and the new Trio of Green will be the best narrators you've ever heard. We'll be able to get this movie back on track.
Unfortunately, that's nonsense. You can't meaningfully serve as narrators because you're engaged in plot lines of your own. There are entire sequences just focusing on your conversations which have nothing to do with the wider story. At best, the Trio of Green are an obsolete distraction, and at worst you're undermining the narrative you claim to serve. Not to mention that it's extremely tedious for the viewers at home, watching you lot squabbling between yourselves while more exciting things are presumably happening off-screen.
Adventure, excitement. A Jedi craves not these things.
Good thing I'm not a bloody Jedi, then.
So, what exactly is your role here? You call yourself a critic, but you seem to be taking up just as much screen time as we are. This argument has basically become its own subplot. So how can you be expected to criticize something that you're part of?
little bastards.
Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not, for my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is.
Well, I'm not entirely confident what Emo Blob's plan is, but we need to put a team together if we're going to stop him. Now, this is exactly the sort of shit I've been talking about. If Fumes doesn't know what Emo Blob is planning, how does he know that he needs to stop him at all, let alone that he'll need a team to assist him?
Truly wonderful the mind of a critic is.
I know evil when I see it, and Emo Blob must be stopped. Hold on. He can hear me? Is he supposed to be able to hear me? Well, of course we can hear you. Pepe, can they hear the two of you as well?
To be honest, I don't think it's ever really come up, but I assume they can.
But that's outrageous. The characters within the film aren't supposed to be able to hear and interact with the narration. It cannot be.
Always with you what cannot be done. Hear you nothing that I say? You must unlearn what you have learned.
The walls between realities are collapsing, and that includes the fourth wall. That doesn't explain anything at all. Whatever his reasons, I'm beginning to think that Emo Blob is right. May the Fourth has got out of control. It has to stop.
Oh no, you've damaged the teleporter that Yoda and I used to move between universes.
Well, that might seem like a more troubling concern if you bothered to establish at any point that you were using the same technology Fumes and Captain Oates are to travel from one reality to another, rather than just turning up. Why are the audience expected to be invested in this? This doesn't seem to be getting us anywhere. Come on, Oates, let's get out of here. We need to begin assembling the multiversal Venga Boys.
You see, he lives in you.
Captain Oates?
Yes, sorry about that. Had a bit of a funny turn, but I'm okay now.
Good. As if we're going to truly stand a chance of stopping Emo Blob, we're going to need some multiversal expertise. And I know just the man. Well, he's half man anyway.
A statement like that could have worrying implications if our previous experience is anything to go by.
No, not like that. I'm talking about Spider-Man. Hello there, Spider-Man. We need your help. Emo Blob is destroying the multiverse.
Is he destroying the multiverse? Or destroying May by expanding the multiverse?
But how could he destroy May by expanding the multiverse?
I don't know, but I'm not sure how he'd destroy the multiverse either. Now wait just a minute. I've got some issues with this. Oh, bloody hell, he's caught up with us. Just what we need. May 2020 was only 2 years ago. We can't just ignore it. In May 2020, you established that multiversal shenanigans were well outside of Spider-Man's remit. And now he's your go-to subject matter expert. Preposterous.
I'm not sure what answer you're looking for. I could say this is all Sony and Marvel's fault, throwing Spider-Man into multiversal adventures and into the Spider-Verse and No Way Home. But the truth is far simpler. We had a Spider-Man costume. We needed to use it.
A pathetic justification if ever I've heard one. Look, we need to get on with this. We're never going to manage to assemble a whole team if you keep getting in the way. Spider-Man, are you going to help us?
Of course I will. After all, I was always taught that with great power comes great responsibility. And, to be honest, I could use the work. There are so many Spider-Men out there nowadays, it's impossible to compete with them.
You don't look like you're trying to compete at all. You look like shit.
Hey, I'm not as young as I once was.
Nor is Tobey Maguire, but he still looks good as Spider-Man. You, on the other hand, you look like the guy who ate Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire has the benefit of a CGI budget to keep him looking trim. I live a very sedentary lifestyle, and my costume cost a full £14. You can't expect me to look like Tobey Maguire, but I can help you track down and defeat Emo Blob. Come on, let's go. That's great news, Spidey. The Multiversal Venga Boys are coming together.
Our teleporter may be damaged, but we can't just sit back and let this unfold. We need to try and locate Fumes and the others.
Any narration at all this year we have not done.
In theory, we should still be able to use our kit to move from one universe to the other. I just can't program our destination, so we could end up anywhere. In an infinite multiverse, that gives us pretty much no chance of finding them. But we simply don't have any other options.
In a comedy club, we appear to be.
Yeah, well, we may as well watch some of the show before we move on.
You know what really fucks me off? Cling film. Back in my day, you bought a roll of cling film and you used it to wrap things. You could use it to wrap food, or wounds, or drugs. And that was a good system. You bought a roll of cling film and you used it to wrap things. But nowadays, they've made cling film too clingy. It sticks to everything. Sticks to your fingers, sticks to the roll, sticks to the serrated edge you're supposed to use to tear the bit of the cling film off. Fucking cling film, man. It's too fucking clingy, and it really fucks me off.
Control. You must learn control.
Oh my god, this is truly terrible. Let's get out of here.
Well, I think we've managed to shake the critic for a moment, so let's get straight to it. We need to find somebody who's got a proven track record of delivery, somebody who's used to working within complex organisations, somebody who's a real innovator, somebody...
Oh, hello, it's me, Business Alphonso Spagwhetti. Welcome to my office kitchen shop. How can I help you today?
So it's a Spagwhetti variant, but he's a businessman. Is that it? My spider sense is telling me that in this universe, Alphonso Spagwhetti did not become a celebrity chef like he did in ours. Instead, he went on Dragon's Den. And now he's a successful businessman, head of Spagwhetti's food-based merchandises. That's not how spider sense works. And also, that's a terrible origin story. Ah, shit. He caught up with us.
Now, let me show you my latest product.
It's a delicious taste of creamy mayonnaise mixed with the zingy tang of tobacco. Spagwetti's tobacco nice. Delizioso! Then you can take the tobacco nice and roll it into a cigarette. You roll up the tobacco nice and you can smoke it. Delizioso! Dear Lord, this really is stretching the limits of credibility. I never really bought into the hype around this Spagwhetti character, but at least I could understand the comical appeal of something like super salad soup or pizza pasta pizza. Tobacconaise? This just seems extremely forced. Don't listen to him, Spagwhetti. We think your tobacconaise is great. However, that's not why we're here. We're here to recruit you to join the Multiversal Venga Boys and help us defeat Emo Blob. Are you in?
I need to make sure that this is a good deal for Spagwhetti and for Spagwetti's food-based merchandises. I will help you, but I want 25% of the profits.
That's acceptable. Fumes, are you sure about this? This is a multiverse-saving mission, not a business venture. As necessary as it is for us to stop Emo Blob's plans, I don't expect it to make us any money. Worry not, Captain Oates. We just need to get Business Spagwhetti on board. Once we've done that, anything goes. And if I have to promise him 25% of nothing to achieve it, it's a very small price to pay. Well, yes. Obviously.
Come on then, the Venga Boys. Let's go.
So, Spidey, where are we now? My spider sense is telling me that there's great danger nearby. Okay. Credit where credit's due. This shows a better understanding of the mechanics of the spider sense. We're here to recruit a Palpatine variant, but we need a particular sort of Palpatine. One at the height of his powers.
I am the one that you seek. I am Pope Palpatine.
Uh-oh, Spagwettios!
That's just normal Emperor Palpatine with a bloody Pope's outfit on. It's barely even a distinct concept. This is so fucking derivative. Oh, do shut up. Pope Palpatine, Your Holiness, we've come to ask you for help. Emo Blob is rampaging across the universe, and we need your power to help us stop him.
And so, you have come to me for aid, for a share of my unlimited power.
When you say unlimited power, do you mean that literally?
Of course I do. I derive my unlimited power from the dark side of the Force.
So, even if you share your power with them, your power is unlimited. So technically, there's no loss to you.
That is correct.
Unlimited power? But that would mean unlimited responsibility.
Oh, mamma mia!
In that case, I don't see that you have any reason not to help us stop Emo Blob.
Yes, I shall.
Fumes, I'm not sure about this. Can we trust this Palpatine not to betray us and steal Emo Blob's power for himself? I don't know why he'd bother. He supposedly has unlimited power already. Well, you can't trust any Palpatine variant completely, but right now, we don't have much of a choice in the matter.
Everything is going according to my design.
Welcome to the Multiversal Venga Boys, Pope Palpatine.
Unlimited power!
Hold on, Yoda. I think I know where we are.
Oh, hey there, guys. How are you doing?
Found a powerful ally we may have.
Where's Shrek?
parted ways with the ogre we have.
Oh, that's a shame. Tell you what, if you need a new member of the trio of green, you can always take Percy. He's got a distinctly irritating voice.
Don't be so horrible, Thomas.
Yes, Thomas, leave Percy alone. He may be an irritating little shit, but we need to stick together in times of crisis. Henry, hate Percy!
And this sure as hell is a crisis.
I know, you're right. I'm sorry, Percy. It's just the stress of all this going on. I can't cope. What's been happening here?
The same thing that's been happening everywhere else. The multiverse is collapsing due to Emo Blob trying to bring about the end of May.
Only it's far worse here. Our world is the nexus between realities. All trains in the multiverse pass through here. So Emo Blob has been here?
He used our universe to escape from the dying webcomic he was trapped in, and into the wider multiverse, and he's been wreaking havoc ever since.
He's formed an alliance with the Fat Controller, and they've got us shifting coal day and night.
Emo Blob loves coal because he says it's black, like his heart. He doesn't burn it, though. He just piles it up and seems to absorb it somehow. It's pretty grotesque.
Grave news this is.
Emo Blob is an asshole. Henry hate Emo Blob.
I'm starting to see how this is all connected. Thomas, do you know anything about the critic? If this is the nexus between realities, he must have come through here. Do you know who he is underneath that mask? The thing about the critic is... Oh, shit! It's the Fat Controller! You two need to get out of here!
Henry hate Fat Controller.
I'm the Fat Controller!
With Business Spagwhetti and Pope Palpatine on board, the multiversal Venga Boys are coming together. Now we just need to take the fight to Emo Blob and save the multiverse. Fumes, are we ready?
Not quite, Spider-Man. We still need further expertise to help us defeat Emo Blob. And if we're really going to get to the bottom of what he's up to, we're going to need detective skills that are far better than my own. But where could we possibly find a better detective than the legendary Sherbet Fumes? One particular city, in one particular universe. Gotham City.
So, this is the famous Gotham City. Isn't it supposed to be full of vigilantes?
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Welcome to Gotham, Venga Boys, the city of Bane.
Now hold the fuck on. First off, that is an awful Bane impression. Secondly, how the hell does Bane know who the multiversal Venga Boys are? I wouldn't worry about it. Well, I do worry about it. I'm the critic.
I'm vengeance.
Who is that?
I am the knight.
He's the one we're here for.
I'm Bat Egg. So you came back to die with your city? No, I came back to stop you.
I think if we want Bat Egg to join us, we're going to need to help him defeat Bane.
No one cared who I was before I put on the mask.
Presumably, people could see who you were before you put on the mask.
If I pull that off, would you die?
It would be extremely painful.
You're a big guy.
For you.
That's enough, Bane. Take this. Right, what do you people want?
Who are you calling you a people?
Calm down, Business Spagwhetti. Bat Egg, we need your help. Emo Blob poses a threat to the entire multiverse, and we need your skills to help stop him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fumes, but I can't abandon Gotham for your crusade.
But Bad Egg, you have to help us. I know you have responsibilities to Gotham City, but this threat is bigger than any we've ever faced before. We have a bigger responsibility, one to the multiverse. So come on, will you help us?
That was a damn good speech, Spider-Man. Fine, You convinced me to help. Bane, no funny business while I'm away.
I am Gotham's reckoning.
Oh, do shut up.
Where are we now?
Look familiar, this does.
You know what really fucks me off? Fucking waiters, when I'm in a fucking restaurant, ordering me food, and they don't write me fucking order down. They want to memorise the whole fucking thing. And I tell you what, it really fucks me off. You think when I go into a restaurant and I order 3 chicken dinners, 2 portions of chips, 2 portions of onion rings, some fucking garlic bread, 3 pints of Carling, 2 vodka and Diet Cokes, and a fucking pint of milk.
And you have the milk that is taken from cows in the south and taken from cows in the north, put together in the same factory, and then it is mixed together with whiskey and it comes out as milk.
You think that I want to be sat there, anxious as fuck, hoping that he's fucking remembered me fucking order? Fuck off! Shit like that, fucking waiters, really fucks me off.
Oh, bloody hell. Not this shit again. Let's get going.
Oh, hello there. I'm a puppet Spagwhetti. In my universe, everyone is a puppet. Being a puppet does make it harder to cook, but I've been a puppet all my life, so I don't know any different. Oh, look, here's a puppet Sherbet Fumes.
Oh, hello there, Spagwhetti. How are you today? Have you seen my magnifying glass?
Here we are then, the puppet universe. It's here that we shall locate our final recruit for the multiversal Venga Boys.
Oh, mamma mia, you have teleported on top of puppet Sherbet Fumes.
That's probably for the best. The last thing we need is another version of me in the mix. Puppet Spagwhetti, I'm glad you're here. We need your help to stop Emo Blob from threatening the multiverse.
I'll be honest with you guys. Being in this puppet universe is making me feel very reflective. I get what the rest of the Venga Boys are bringing to the table. I understand their skills. But what's my role here? Am I a man? Or am I a Muppet?
You're neither. You're a toy horse.
If I'm a Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet.
That doesn't really work.
If I'm a man, that makes me a Muppet of a man.
Look, I don't even know why I'm bothering to say this, but this film is absolutely stacked with characters owned by Disney. I really don't think you want to bait them unnecessarily. He's got a point, Captain Oates. Anyway, Puppet Spagwhetti, will you join us?
Oh, of course I will.
I am not sure about this. 2 Spagwettis on the same team? It seems too much. Will this affect my share of the profits?
Don't worry, Business Spaghetti. I'm not interested in stealing your profits. In fact, I am searching for my lost love. She left me to explore the multiverse, and I haven't seen her since. Venga Boys, if I help you defeat Emo Blob, will you help me find my lost love?
That sounds like a reasonable compromise. Come on then, Venga Boys.
Let's go! Let's go!
So, here you are, Venga Boys. You have gathered from across the multiverse in an attempt to stop me, but you are too late. I have already conquered dozens of worlds. I have reduced the legacy of Wally Wanker and Theresa May to ash. And soon I shall bring about my ultimate victory.
The end of May itself.
Not if we have a say in the matter. Well, you don't. For all my abilities as a detective, I still don't understand. Why do you want May to end? May is when the weather starts to get warmer. In May, the black clothes I wear suddenly become oppressive. My skinny jeans merge into my legs, and my fringe is permanently stuck to my forehead with sweat. May is the start of the summertime, and the end of emos. It must be stopped, and I intend to gather the infinity meatballs and use them to do just that.
I agree with Emo Blob. We must embrace the dark side and all that entails. Emo Blob, let me join forces with you, and we shall bring about the end of May together.
I can't believe Pope Palpatine would betray us like that. If only somebody had predicted this. Come on, Palpatine. Let's leave these fools and proceed with our plans. Palpatine, why am I not loved? I am that rare and awesome thing. I am every inch a king. Yet I feel a twinge of doubt as I go walk about, when my name is whispered on every side. Is this talk of love or regicide? Tell me I'm adored. Please tell me I'm adored. Hey, boss! Oh, what is it? We got a bone to pick with you. There's no food, no water. Yeah, it's dinner time and there ain't no stinging entrees. Oh, you and your petty complaints. You don't know what real hunger is. Day after day it gnaws at the very core of my being. I had that once. It was worms. No. It's like an itch. Deep, persistent, profound. Yeah, that's it. Worms. When they get really bad, all you gotta do is hunker down and scoot. You got a saviour, thanks a bunch. How about some lunch? It doesn't matter if it's fresh. I need a fix of flesh. My bones have moved to where they've never been. They are on the outside looking in. Are you blaming me? Oh no, it's the Labour Party. You are so adored. Oh, you are so adored. What I'd give for one more hit of caviar kielbasa, or maybe pheasant on the spit. Oh, how I miss Teresa! Teresa? I told you never to mention that name. Note taken. I shall never mention Teresa again. Even on the backbenches, her shadow still looms over me. There she is. No, there she is. And there. Calm yourself, sire, or you'll get another one of your splitting headaches. I am perfectly fine. And better than Teresa was. I am revered, I am reviled. I'm idolized, I am despised. I'm keeping calm and going wild. I tell myself I'm fine, yes I am, no you're not, yes I am, no you're not. I tell myself I'm fine, yes I am, no you're not, yes I am. Who am I talking to? Oh, pull yourself together, sire. Oh, very well. Palpy. Nobody loved me. There's the rub. Not even as a blob. What did Teresa have that I don't have? Do you want the short list or the long? Whatever.
Well, she had adoring subjects, a loving cabinet, a devoted queen. That's it. I need a queen. A what? A queen, man, a queen. Without a queen, what am I? A dead end. No line, no descendants, no future. With a queen, I'll have blobs. Immortality will be mine. Immortality will be mine.
Ah, Liz, your timing couldn't have been more perfect. My, how you've grown.
She's got those assets feminine. I have to make her mine. Nobility in every gene. She has to be my queen. Come, sweet Liz Truss, it's written in the stars. We'll create a host of little blobs. Tell me I'm adored. Tell me I'm adored. Oh, Liz, you know how I loathe violence. One way or another, you will be mine. You belong to me. You all belong to me.
Look familiar, this place does.
For some reason, instead of moving at random from one universe to another, we end up repeatedly in a loop, coming back to the same universe with this same damn comedian.
You know what really fucks me off? Sean fucking Bean. Now, I don't give a fuck, right? But if you're gonna spell your name like that, like Sean Bean does, you can't fucking call yourself Sean fucking Bean. Now, if he wants to call himself Sean Bourne, fine, I'll accept it. And if he wants to call himself Sean Bean, well, that's not really a name, but I suppose I can't really argue with it. I don't really give a fuck, but it really fucks me off that he calls himself Sean Bean and spells it like that. It fucks me off. Now suppose Sean Bean, Sean Bourne, suppose he'd been in the Bourne Identity instead of that Matt Damon. Would it have been any better? Maybe. Could they have done a spin-off called The Bean Identity and had it starring that Rowan Atkinson? No, probably not. Doesn't really make sense, does it? I tell you though, it really fucks me off, fucking Sean Bean, right? I mean, if they'd done that, it'd be more Shawnee Bonglish than Johnny English. Fucking Sean Bean, eh? I mean, I think the thing is, it just really fucks me off. Fucking Sean Bean, the way he fucking spells his fucking name. So, I think the only thing we've really managed to establish is that some are born Sean, some achieve Seanness, and others, they have Sean Bean thrust upon them. I mean, I suppose maybe he was born Sean Bourne, and now he's just been seen Bean. Know what I mean? Anyway, it really fucks me. Ugh, that really fucks me off.
Alright, fuckers.
The Fat Controller? What are you doing here? You just killed that comedian.
Why are you bastards complaining? He was shit.
Difficult to dispute, this is.
But why are you here? Haven't you allied yourself with Emo Blob?
It's not that simple. There are things about me that you lot wouldn't understand.
Mysterious indeed you are being.
Look, this may be difficult for you shits to comprehend, but I'm not like the rest of you. I'm a Nexus being. There's only one of me in the entire multiverse. And I'm not just the Fat Controller either. You may have been told that Wally Wanker from the first May the 4th movie was my cousin, but that's bullshit. I am Wally Wanker.
This is an incredibly shocking twist. But why have you been helping Emo Blob?
I've been working from the inside to help bring him down. And now I've come to get you fuckers. We need to go join the Venga Boys for the final battle. Come on, you turds.
Venga Boys, if we're to stand any chance of defeating Emo Blob's evil plans, we must locate and collect the Infinity Meatballs before he does. If he successfully gathers them, he'll use them to end May forever.
Oh, mamma mia!
Infinity Meatballs? What the hell are Infinity Meatballs?
The Infinity Meatballs are said to be powerful artifacts, and when they're gathered together, they give whoever possesses them the power of a god. But they're just a myth.
No, they're not. The Infinity Meatballs are very real, and Sherbet Fumes is right. We have to find them, and make sure Emo Blob can't do any more damage.
Fumes, what do they look like?
Well, pretty much exactly as you'd imagine them to look.
Is this them?
Oh, mamma mia! It's all of the Infinity Meatballs, just there.
Oh, that's a spicy pepperoni.
Somebody should grab the damn things. Somebody with opposable thumbs.
No. I've put up with enough of this from all of you. This plot has become more and more ridiculous. It took you most of the month to even bring the team together. Very few of the characters have been given an opportunity for any action, let alone development. And the production value may genuinely be the worst I've ever seen. I thought I'd seen it all. But this takes it too far. Marvel Studios' Infinity Saga spanned 23 films, and you're just going to have the Infinity Meatballs show up all at once. The Infinity Meatballs, for crying out loud. No, I've had enough. Forget about the Venga Boys, or the Trio of Green, or Emo Blob and his minions. Forget about May the 4th entirely. I'm going to take those bloody meatballs, and I'm going to use them to bring this whole movie crashing down.
Not so fast, you fucker.
The Fat Controller? Oh, and you brought Pepe and Yoda along. It's nice of you to show up now, at the end of all things. But don't think it will make any difference. You can't stop me.
Yes, we can, Critic. I wondered about you a lot while we were lost in the multiverse, but speaking to the Fat Controller now confirmed my suspicions.
Your suspicions? What are you talking about?
I told them all about it, you dirty bastard. I told them who you really are.
So, guys, it turns out that the Fat Controller was Wally Wanker all along, and he's been working against Emo Blob in secret.
Quite a shocking twist, eh, guys?
Henry's surprised.
I heard that he's gone off to join the Venga Boys and help them save the multiverse.
Do you think we should go and help him?
Absolutely.
Henry, say go.
We can't just go and start a war on a whim. We're trains, and trains have a proper process. We need to consider all the variables. We need to hold a train moot.
No! Henry hate train moot.
But Gordon, we don't have time. It's almost the end of May. The final battle with Emo Blob could kick off any minute.
It's far more important to arrive at the correct destination than it is to get there on time.
That's a ridiculous thing to say. We're trains, for God's sake. We operate on tracks. The likelihood of us ending up in the wrong place is slim to none, whereas we're late all the time.
Careful now, Thomas. You're starting to sound like the Fat Controller.
Tomo's turning into the new fatty. What a far-out trip, man.
I can't believe you'd say such a thing, Percy.
Anyway, this isn't negotiable. If we're going to consider helping the Venga Boys against Emo Blob, we have to hold a train moot to discuss it.
But
the train moot is now in session. Before moving on to the main business of the day,
We need to discuss the resolution agreed at our last meeting. We agreed to bring the timescales for proposing new amendments to our Constitution in line with those previously established for our Articles of Association. It took me a long time to work it out, but I finally know who you are and where you came from, you fucker.
You know nothing.
I know that you're a variant of Charles Burns from another reality. I know that in 2012, Josh Hughes changed your name on Facebook to Charles Dubstep Skirillex Wob Burns, exactly as it happened with our Charles.
No,
Did you say Skrillex?
No, it was Skirillex. We think it was a typing error.
But that's where the timelines diverge. Our Charles managed to change his name back to normal after a couple of months, and then went on to start all this fucking May the 4th shit the following year. But you couldn't change your name back, could you? You were stuck as Charles Dubstep Skirillex Wob Burns, you poor fucker. And because of that, May the 4th never took off in your universe.
So that's why you've been so critical of this movie. You're jealous of the success of the Charles we know.
Success? What success?
In terms of likes and views, this has been the worst May the 4th since it all began. People seem to be alienated by the format. It's clearly going nowhere. Half of his friends that even bother with it are no longer active on Facebook.
We've never measured success in terms of how many likes a post gets. What's important about May the 4th is how it brings people together, and we won't let you divide us.
Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter.
Who are you calling crude matter?
I couldn't care less. I have the infinity meatballs now, and I'm going to use them to destroy you all.
No, I will not let you take this victory from me.
It's Emo Blob and Pope Palpatine.
Emo Blob, I think our goals are the same. Won't you form an alliance with me?
Very well then, Charles Dubstep Skirillex Wob Burns. Merge with me, and we shall become Emo Wob.
Uh-oh, Spaghettios!
Oh, shit.
Mergers and acquisitions are usually complex and fairly lengthy, so I think we've got a little bit of downtime before Emo Wob is fully cooked. If anybody has any character development stuff that they need to get to, now would be an opportune time.
Ah, many thanks, Mr. Fumes. I worry that if Emo Wob ends the multiverse, I will never be reunited with my lost love. And she will never know just how much I miss her.
Puppet Spaghetti, you are a fool. You should be focused on making money. Then you will get all of the girls.
I don't want all the girls. I want my special lady.
Well, if we don't make it out of this one, at least we know we did all we could to save the multiverse. We have a responsibility after all. God, I wonder what my Uncle Ben would think if he could see me now.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I was hoping if we could get some narration going that we could talk our way out of this.
No escape from this fight, can there be?
If I fall, who will protect my city from the villains that plague its streets?
Look, I'm still not sure exactly what ending May involves, and I don't understand how exactly it will also end the multiverse. Anyway, can I get into my Circle of May stuff? I can't stop thinking about that dream I had of my dad.
I'm afraid we don't have time, Captain Oates. Emo Wob is emerging, and the final battle for the fate of May is upon us.
Let's fucking have it!
And now I, Emo Wob, will use the infinity meatballs to crush you pathetic insects, once and for all.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Oh my god, it's Shrek! You came back to save us!
Our last hope, this may be.
I couldn't very well leave you to it when the fate of the multiverse was at stake. And although I'm sorry I can't rejoin the trio of green, I have brought somebody with me who might be able to help.
Can Spider-Man come out to play?
Oh my god, it's the Green Goblin!
You know this guy?
He's one of my greatest enemies. He must have fooled Shrek into bringing him here. Here, Gobby, take this!
We'll meet again, Spider-Man!
Oh shit. I really misjudged that one.
Not at all, Shrek. While you were distracting everyone, I grabbed the infinity meatballs, and now I'm going to use them to turn Emo Wob to dust.
You're a fool, Sherbet Fumes. Even with the meatballs in your possession, you still don't have the power to defeat me!
But it's not just me you're up against, Emo Wob. It's all of the multiversal Venga boys. It's the trio of green. It's the entire cast of May the 4th. Come on, everyone. May the 4th be with you.
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 And still it isn't enough. I shall never die. The thought of me is forever in the bleeding hearts of men, in their vanity and their obsequies and their lust. Nothing shall kill me. Nothing! Not even my unlimited power. Pope Palpatine, how could you be so treacherous? That's my secret, Emo Wob. I'm always treacherous. Now, Sherbet Fumes, take my power. Take it all. No!
So, is that it then? Pope Palpatine gave you his power, and now Emo Wob is defeated?
Yes, indeed. Emo Wob has been beaten and banished back from whence he came.
And is Pope Palpatine dead then? His robes are over there, but he seems to have disappeared.
Don't worry, Captain Oates. Somehow Palpatine will survive. And even if he doesn't, we now know there's a whole multiverse out there with an infinite number of very similar variants of him. The stakes have literally never been lower.
Hi everyone! Sorry we're late. Gordon insisted that we hold a train moot before we took any further action, and it delayed us terribly.
This is unacceptable service. You've missed the final battle entirely.
Wow, what a relief.
Henry hate battles.
We might have missed the final battle, but we did pick up somebody along the way we think you'd all like to meet.
We encountered her travelling the pathways between universes. She says she's been looking for Puppet Spagwhetti.
Wait, what?
Wendy Jemima Pufter is your great lost love?
Not quite. In an effort to escape the shameful legacy of my married name, I've reverted to my maiden name.
Which is what exactly?
Wendy Jemima Hitler.
Is anybody else going to say something, or should I?
Puppet Spagwhetti, I travelled around the entire multiverse trying to find myself. And all I could think about the whole time was you.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over you. You know, I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see, there's nothing left for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
But now there's nowhere to hide since you push my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Ooh. Hopelessly devoted to you.
My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end. That is what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you.
Well, I think it's time we did some narration. Shrek has gone back to the swamp, so now the trio of green has become the duo of green.
A pair of strong and effective narrators we shall be.
Puppet Spagwhetti and Wendy Jemima Hitler decided to get married immediately, and they went on honeymoon to the one place they knew they could have a good time without being judged.
So good it is to see love blossoming once again.
The damage that Emo Blob had done to the walls between realities meant that everyone needed to return to their native universes, or at the very least, decide which universe they were going to stay in. Moving forward, only Thomas and the other trains will be able to move from universe to universe.
A new agreement the Fat Controller made to provide the trains with better working conditions.
Although we were enemies in the first Make the Fourth movie, I've accepted the need for an alliance with the Venga Boys. And I've made some accommodations to Thomas and those other fuckers. Peace is better for stable profits, after all.
Speaking of profits, when Business Spaghetti returned to his universe, he decided to create a new product.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to Spagwetti's kitchen. Today I will show you my new product, limoncello eggs. Delizioso eggs with a limoncello inside. To make them, first we boil the eggs. Uh-oh, Spaghettios, my eggs is leaking. Oh, these are very leaky eggs. Now we have the boiled, slightly leaky eggs. We've taken them out of the hot water. We pour the limoncello, and we suck the limoncello with the spiky thing. Then we put the spiky thing into the eggs, and we piss the limoncello into the eggs. We've put some limoncello into our eggs with the spiky thing, but we're not quite limoncello eggs yet. We take the rest of the limoncello, and we pour over the eggs. Finally, to achieve the delicioso consistency we need, we mash the eggs. After all, the egg is the lemon of the chicken. It's just like Mama Spaghetti used to say. You can't make limoncello eggs without breaking a few eggs. Or was it legs? No, it must have been eggs. Limoncello eggs from Spaghetti's food-based products. When life gives you lemons, make limoncello eggs.
Truly disgusting these eggs must be.
Captain Oates returned to Baker Street with Sherbet Fumes, but didn't stay for long.
Fumes, as much as I've enjoyed working with you again, I feel that I need to strike out on my own. Seemingly dying last year has seriously troubled me, and the events of the past month have left me with a lot of questions about my father's legacy and about my destiny. I need to be alone for a while if I'm to discover the horse I'm supposed to be.
I can't pretend that I'm not disappointed, but I do understand, Captain Oates. When I died at the end of the first May the 4th, the movie, it left me very disorientated. If you need time for yourself, then go ahead. There will still be plenty of mysteries for us to solve together when you return.
A greater destiny this horse must seek.
Spider-Man decided not to return to his own universe, as he felt his skills would be better utilized in Gotham with Bat-Egg.
Bat-Egg! A terrible villain has attacked Gotham City and is holding the mayor hostage. We must leap into action.
Who is it this time? Bane? The Penguin? One of the Jokers?
If only it were. This villain claims she knows you. She says she's faced you before. She calls herself Two-Face.
The good thing it is that the critic is no longer with us.
Now that's one character who won't be coming back next year. Well, that's pretty much a wrap, folks. Don't forget to stick around for the post-credit scene. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that made, but we are two worlds apart, can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that made. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say.
Percy the Train? What are you doing here?
Where exactly is here?
Baker Street, London.
London?
I'm on my way to London. London? She's on her way to London. London?
I'll go to London this afternoon. I'll be out your hair then.
London? University College London.
London?
How did you get here?
I got the train, but I didn't quite end up where I wanted to be. Anyway, I'm glad I ran into you, Mr. Fumes. The Fat Controller has sent me on a mission. He's asked me to locate the one character from the first May the 4th movie who wasn't in the sequel. He wants me to track down Lex Dexter.
Lex Dexter? What does he want with that milk-addicted bastard?
Your guess is as good as mine, but that isn't the issue here. I've searched every universe I can, but I can't find any trace of Lex Dexter anywhere in the multiverse. It seems impossible. How can he have disappeared entirely like that? I need your help, Mr. Fumes. Will you help me find him?
You'll never be short of a nice piece of meat while I'm around.
Maybe I should go visit my Aunt May.
Aunt May? Hello? Are you there?
Why, yes, Peter. Hello.